back to the program. Libyan Coast Guards have recovered the bodies of 11 migrants who died off Libya's western shore during an attempted crossing to Italy. More than 80 migrants survived the incident, while a second boat carrying 200 migrants, including 38 women and 1 child, was also intercepted. Libya is the most common departure point for migrants trying to reach Europe by sea. More than 600,000 illegal migrants have crossed the central Mediterranean to Italy in the past 4 years. Since last July, there has been a sharp drop in crossings as Libyan authorities, backed by Italy, pressured local groups to stop smuggling and supporting Libya's Coast Guard to intercept those who do leave. And to securities matters, a US-led counterterrorism training program exercise Flintlock 2018 has been concluded after focusing this year on training African forces to synchronize intelligence across large and mainly undergoverned territories. The annual exercise for West African nations is held to stop the spread of extremists and stabilize a volatile region. According to the US Department of Defense, around 1,900 service members from more than 20 African and Western partner nations participated in the 3 countries, Niger, Burkina Faso and Senegal.
You know, from General Waldhauser, the U.S. AFRICOM commander, we are working by, with, and through our African partners to build stability, to provide some training, and to help them conduct operations against the VEOs, the violent extremist organizations that are operating inside their territory. It has to be synchronized as they go across borders very easily, very fluidly. So getting our partners to work together is a big driver, and that's what Flintlock ends up being about. It's the opportunity to train, like then they will go out and fight and work together.
In Somalia, the Foreign Ministry is asking Dubai state-owned port operator DP World to reconsider its contract in the breakaway of region of Somaliland and work with federal authorities. The Foreign Minister, Ahmed Isse Awad, said DP World's agreement to develop an economic zone and port in Somaliland's Berbera bypassed the legitimate authority of Somalia. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for the DP World says construction in Somaliland and Puntland, another semi-autonomous region of Somalia, was on schedule to begin work. Well, these comments come amid a diplomatic row between the volatile Horn of Africa nation and the United Arab Emirates UAE, where the Dubai government owns DP World.
We are asking the Dubai ports to reconsider these agreements, particularly the one in Berbera, since Somaliland is claiming to be an independent state from Somalia. We don't want the Somali sovereignty and the territorial integrity of Somalia to be violated. So we call to the United Arab Emirates and to the Dubai parties to reconsider agreement and go through the legitimate authorities of Somalia. Our position is that all agreements, whether they are Bosaso or Berbera or Barawe or Kismayo or anywhere, or Mogadishu, has to go through the proper channels and be done with the legitimate authorities.
Staying in the Horn of Africa, an Auto-Rickshaw taxi operator in Somalia tries to make ends meet after a failed attempt to secure opportunities in Europe to escape the economic instability in his country. Today, Ahmed Abuka says the taxi business has offered him work and a reason to stay back home.
Locally known as bajajas, auto-rickshaws in Somalia have become a cheap and popular way to get around the bustle of Mogadishu and other major cities, as the country works to rebuild after decades of instability. Ahmed Abuka tried to go to Europe, considering the dangerous journey taken by millions of migrants across the world in search of greener pastures.
I wanted to go to Europe and become an immigrant after seeing beautiful photos from my friends already there. But when I looked at the journey and how dangerous it was, and the money I had saved was not enough, I said no. Instead, I bought a Bajaja, that's a rickshaw, and started a new life for my family.
A few years ago, there were hardly any auto-rickshaws in Somalia, but today they are everywhere, weaving between personal cars and other minivan public transport vehicles and signaling a kind of revival. Somalia has been in turmoil since 1991, hit by conflict at the hands of clan militias. It has also been hit by an insurgency, famine, and maritime piracy. Insecurity is one of Abuka's biggest challenges.
The main obstacles I faced are the explosions and roadblocks in the streets of Mogadishu. Some of my friends lost their lives and their bajajas, their rickshaws, were destroyed. But what we have here is better than putting yourself at risk trying to get to Europe. We hope that we can find a better life in our home country.
Abuka said he makes about $25 to $30 a day, enough to care for his 6 children, as well as take his younger ones to school, because his mother cannot get work.
Working in Mogadishu is very difficult because you meet good people and sometimes you meet bad people who can treat you very badly. But I have accepted this life.
While the bajajas are seen as a sign of an economy that is slowly on the mend, there is little spent on improving public health, education, or infrastructure in the bullet-scarred city, and unemployment remains rife.
Queen Elizabeth II turns 92 this year, and the monarch, who is gradually deferring some of her duties to her children and grandchildren, is still far from slowing down. Well, every year, her birthday is celebrated in all of the countries of the Commonwealth in honor of a woman who has become more regal and loved over the years.
Many events have held here at the residence of the British Deputy High Commissioner in Lagos. And tonight is a very special one. British citizens and friends of the UK are here to celebrate Her Royal Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, who turned 92 on Saturday. The High Commissioner, who has come all the way from Abuja, reminds guests of the special relations between Nigeria and the UK.
I wasn't sure about Nigeria before I came. I am sure now. And I am confident. I am optimistic about the future. And I know that Nigeria has a bright future because Nigeria has some wonderful people working to make this place a wonderful success. So thank you to all of you. And I can reassure you that the United Kingdom will remain a steadfast partner, and the United Kingdom will remain a true friend of Nigeria.
The Deputy High Commissioner, Law Bafis, breaks the networking and friendly banter to welcome invited guests.
There's no doubt that Nigeria already is a key trading partner for the UK. But we are committed to do even more. Brexit provides us with the opportunity to boost trade and investment between our two countries. Indeed, ministers across the 3 internationally focused UK departments, the Foreign Office, the Department for International Trade, and the Department for International Development, are squarely focused on Africa in general and Nigeria in particular. I hope say everybody go enjoy them say from this party well.
The Queen has 2 birthday celebrations each year, one on her actual birth date and the other on her official birthday, due to the temperamental British weather. The tradition for monarchs to have 2 birthdays was started by George II back in 1748. Amarachi Ubani, Channels Television News.
And it's happy birthday, Her Royal Majesty, from the team here at Network Africa. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker.